welcome to my channel Programming Scenario Buddy. So today we're gonna be doing a file comparison. So the scenario of the day is that you have two files which you need to compare if these two files are having same data. So we're gonna be using Python to do this comparison here. So I'm gonna show you guys on how we can go about this. So I have created an empty project here called tutorial 001. On this project I created a Python file called compare files data. I also created two text files. One text file is called new file.txt. The other text file is called old file.txt. So what we are trying to do here is to compare if this old file and the new file have the same data. So if I have to go to the old file here, you'll see I have a list of names. I have 5 names here. So I'm just going to copy these names here and paste them onto new file here. So what we are going to do, we are going to write a code that's going to compare these two files and give us the result. So going back to our Python file here, there is nothing. So let's begin with the project. So I'm going to start by importing OS. Doing this, I want to get the home directory of my project. I'm going to declare a variable called home.dir, and I'm going to use os.path. Then I want the absolute path. Then I'm going to say PIR. So this is my home directory. So now from here I'm going to create a path for the old file. So I'm gonna name it old path, just like this. I'm going to concatenate it with the home directory. This I'm gonna give the name of my project, which is tutorial 001 / then I'm going to give the name of the old file here, which is old file.txt. So I would have to do the same for the new path here. So I'm just gonna copy this piece of code, paste it here. I'm going to rename this to new path. I'm gonna do the same here with the file. I'm going to say new file.txt. So now I have the two paths here. Just to check if these paths are valid, I'm going to put an if statement here, whereby I'm going to say path.check what is it? Is os the path dot exist. I'm just going to check if this path exists. So I'm gonna copy the old path and put it in place here. Then I have to check for the other one, which is for the new path. Copy. Then I copy the new path and paste it over here. So just to show that I'm getting correct path, let me just print a message to the console here. I'm just gonna say valid path. Then I'm going to print this message here. So I'm gonna be using a command to run this piece of code. So yes, I'm getting a message valid path. So now from here I'm going to declare objects that are going to read these two files. So one object, I'm going to name it old file obj, just like that. Then I'm going to say open, and then I open the per the old path. So I have to specify the mode. I'm using a read, although by default it's on read mode. I'm going to specify that. I have to do the same for the new file, and I'm going to say obj, then I'm gonna say open new file path, that, and then I'm going to specify the mode, which is read mode. Then yes, I have the two objects. Now what I need to do is to read these two files and put their content into list. So I'm going to create two lists where I'm going to store everything from each file. So for old file, I'm going to create a list called old list. On that one, old list, I'm going to use the old file object. Then I'm going to read everything within that. I will do the same with the new file. I will create a new list called new, and I'm going to read everything. So now when I read, I have to split them because I have a new line character to specify a row. So I'm going to split them according to the new line, and by this I'm dynamically having a list. Now we are done. So now I have two lists which I need to compare to. So but now I have to make sure that the sequence of data is in the same format, else the comparison is gonna fail. So what I need to do here is to sort these two lists into the same sequence. I'm not changing the data, I'm only sorting the data within the files. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say old list dot sort. I sorted it. By default it's gonna be an ascending order. I must do the same to the new list. Then I sort it. So after that, now we can now do our comparison between these two. So I will say if old list is the same with new list. So now here I must display something that they are the same. I will say files are the same. Else if not, I have to display a message below here to say print. Then I'm going to say files are not the same. So we're going to run this code and see what we get. So yeah, I'm getting the message, the files are the same. Maybe just to check if our code is working properly, let's go and modify one of the files to have now different data. I'm gonna go to the old file. Let's say here, instead of John, I'm gonna maybe put Mark and see. Save the file, go back here to the console terminal and rerun. So now I'm getting that files are not the same. So thank you for watching. So if you really like the channel, you can subscribe to Programming Scenario Buddy. I'm gonna be uploading more videos with different scenarios. Thanks a lot for watching.